My name is Brian Scott Lewis. It's Scott Lewis. I go by my middle name. Where do I start? It's kind of a wild child. So I graduated high school. I was in trouble right after that for about a year. Got in a lot of legal trouble. My only exit was the military or jail, So I told the judge, I'm going in the military. He amended all the fines, that's cool. So I'm 19 years old, standing in Germany after basic training and everything, nothing serious happening there, just basic training and school for my job. But I'm 19 years old, I got married at 19. My wife was 17. So I'm over in Germany. She comes over, did 4 years over there. Reagan was president. That's when the wall come down. I was in Germany then. Didn't go to war. I got out in 91 of April. They went after Saddam, I think August 91. So it was, when I got out, I right at the right time, I think. It was a blessing. Anyway, right after that, I'm married, 19, 23 years old now, something like that. Yeah, 22, 23. Starting life, So, like I said, I'm 22, 23, living in, Kentucky, back where I'm at, in Louisville. What I'm getting at, I went to work right away, started framing houses. And for 20 years, up until 2008, I framed houses. I led crews, so I'm structured. I got a wife, had 3 kids during that time, bought a house, had 18 years into the house. So, real structured life. I go to work all the time. I come home, pay for my kids and my wife and my life. So, 2017, I was married for 30 years. 2017, I got a divorce. Well, my life just flipped upside down. 2 or 3 years, I lived right there in Louisville in a 1-bedroom apartment by myself. I got 3 kids, 3 girls and an ex-wife. My ex-wife got married shortly after we got divorced. I was in the way. Couldn't provide for them like I always had, because I had bypasses and stuff. My arteries are bad. So I couldn't provide. I was in the way. I jumped on a bus, hit Tampa. Living on the streets, straight out of the bus station, straight to the streets. Doing drugs, anything, shooting up heroin, ice, everything, anything. When I left Louisville, it was like a death sentence. I was done, my life was gone. So I'm living in Tampa on the streets, doing nothing, eating where they giving food away, So I went to jail 2000, it was 21, I guess. Yeah, it's 21, 2020, I went to jail for like 6 months. And I got out, straight back to the streets where I was, going back to jail, So in like 6 or 7 months, I'm back in jail. This is the second time. Now, I've had God in my life around me, but I've never accepted God, I'm 52 years old now, so I'm living on the streets in Ybor City, about a year and a half. Went to jail 3 times. The second time I went to jail, I was going to prison. I had drugs. I had like 6 charges, heroin, ice, cocaine, everything that they caught me with. 2 weeks after I was in jail, COVID hit. They let 300 people out. My attorney watched all the tapes. They didn't read me my rights. I was going to prison for a long time for what I had. And they dropped it all and let me out with COVID, right? That was a blessing. I believe that come from God, so I'm not in jail right now. I went straight out from that time, walked straight to Ybor City again. I had nobody around. I was there by myself. My family don't even talk to me. All my sisters, my brothers, my mothers, and dad, they're all dead. I'm the only one left. I got a couple cousins. So when I got divorced, my structure left. I was just wondering, what can I do? And did everything. So I'm sitting in jail for the 3rd time. in Hillsborough County, in Tampa, and Operation Barnabas had 2 people come down, and they said, "We'll get you off the street right away." That was my problem. I'm a veteran, but anywhere you go for help, the churches or anything in Tampa or something, it's a 2-week, 3-week wait. Come back. I'm on the streets. How can I got nobody. I can't come back, you know. So Operation Barnabas said, "Come on, we'll put you up right away. We'll get you off the streets and help you out." A brotherhood, they said. I said, wow, a brotherhood, actually somebody that would care about me. So I said, my way wasn't working. I gotta give something else a chance, you know. So I got out of jail at that time. One of the Operation Barnabas people picked me up in the parking lot. So he drove me to a hotel. I stayed for the night. The next day, I got on a bus, come up here to Jacksonville. And I don't know, I went to work 4 days, met a couple people, met a realtor. I'm a master carpenter. That's my trade. I do anything with wood. So right away, I got a job. I'm doing good. We had Operation Barnabas. This is 2021, December. Kentucky just had a tornado. I'm from Kentucky. They're going to disaster relief. So we went up and did some disaster relief, did what we could in Kentucky. Feeling great. I come back, I'm going to church with my mentor, having family type stuff, you know, Christmas dinner with my mentor, people that care about me again, you know, some life. So I accepted Christ, got saved December of 21 with my mentor and his church. And it really took. I was 52 years old and never been saved in my life. And like I said, God was around me. And I remember back in my life, God saved me a bunch of times. And so I accepted God, December 21. And it's been nothing but uphill since then. Open doors. Barnabas, we go to Tuesday night meetings, and if anything's on your heart or bothering you, you got buddies to talk to about it. And it, not that they can do anything, but just talking, just the story helps, you know, just to have people, you know, and like I said, when I was in jail, they said, we're a brotherhood. We'll be there for you. On my phone, I got 3 or 4 people that I can call at any time, and they'll be there. It don't matter, you know, and that's important in life. You got to have somebody that cares for you, that'll be there for you, you know. People wasn't made to be alone, to isolate. That's how people get in trouble. I've never really contemplated suicide, but with my arteries and stuff, my doctor said, you ain't got long anyway. So I was kind of living in Tampa and in Ybor City, just waiting to die, you know. And Barnabas picked me up out of that and said, you got a purpose, you know. There's a reason. God's got a plan for you. And I believe that, you know, and I'm living that now, and I'm living a great life. I take care of people's houses, and I get a lot of praise for what I do. They really appreciate what I do, so that makes me feel really good. And that preach God to everybody that I talk to, you know, it's changed my life. I don't know where I'd be right now without Barnabas being there and the brotherhood that I have guiding me in the right direction, you know, and all the people that I work for, they're all God-oriented. It's never been like that in my life, and now it is, and I see the difference. And Barnabas has shown me the difference. They don't force God on you, but they're God-fearing people, so they preach. They tell you about what they feel and how God does for them, and it clicked with me, and I realized that God's been working for me all my life. I just wasn't accepting it like I should be, you know, and I see it now. You know, every time something happens, I get blessings every day blessings. But so that's my life. Not much of one, but this is where I'm at. God's got a plan, and I'm trying to follow it.